Hey guys, what's up? This is T4 coming at you with a build guide for Outward. We are playing a Runic Gunmage. I saw another video where a guy made a Gunmage, but I did not feel that his build was quite as good as it could have been. And so I'm going to be exploring the possibility of a Runic Gunmage. Specifically, we are going to be going down the trees of Rune Magic, Mercenary, and Shaman. And those are going to be our 3 goals today. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Hey, back again, guys. Alright, so we are here in Cierzo, and we are going to go ahead and start our build. Let me just go ahead and first talk about the equipment that I have on. So as you can see, I've got the Obsidian Pistol and the Jade Scimitar equipped. Now, I want to point out that even though I do have the Jade Scimitar equipped, really, melee in this build is an afterthought. You are not going to want to focus on melee with this build. You're going to be casting enough spells and shooting enough bullets where it's not really going to be your main focus. That being said, you can do it, sure. The reason, though, that I have the Jade Scimitar is for specifically that minus 10% mana cost, reducing the mana cost. Now let's go ahead and go over the other items here. We have the Obsidian Pistol. That does 39 physical and 39 fire damage. That brings it up to a total of 78 damage, which is pretty awesome. Basically, this is going to do a lot of damage, and it's going to inflict burning on enemies, which is damage over time. This is an awesome pistol. Let's go ahead and look at our clothing. We've got the wide blue hat, which basically is going to give us... I have this equipped mostly for the mana cost and the stamina cost reductions. Now here for our main armor piece, we have the Clan Sage robe, which is minus 20% mana cost. And then we have the Master Trader boots, which are going to give us a plus 15% movement speed and a minus 5% stamina cost, as well as giving us a nice little pouch bonus, which, you know, is just kind of extra. For this build in this video, I've got the Scaled Satchel on, which is 60 capacity backpack, and it doesn't hinder your dodge, which I think is kind of important for this build. Really, with this build, you want to stay light on your feet. I would say that you can wear, anything you want to, but I think with this build and the play style in mind, I would recommend against heavy armor, and so that's why we're going to run this sort of low stamina, low mana cost build here. So now, the first thing we're going to do, we haven't even gotten our house yet. Brand new character. We are gonna run down and sell some of our goodies here. But yeah, as you can tell with the movement speed boost with the Master Trader boots, they're just nice to have. It's just kind of a convenience.
Is there something?
Let's see. It's nice to just be light on your feet with a character. So we're gonna just sell all this junk here that we got from the beginning. So sell all this. Okay, and as you can see, I've gotten a lot of random stuff from another account. So I gave myself a lot of bullets, I gave myself all the equipment, some potions, some bandages, and I gave myself 40 gold bars. But as you can see, we're going to receive 48, so now we've got 75, and we're going to use that. I think, you know what, let's just be safe here. We're going to go ahead and sell a couple of our gold bars here, just a couple. Bring it all the way down. Just a couple. That'll give us 275. How's our... Yeah, okay, cool. We still got a lot of weight in our backpack. We're going to come up here. Now, I think it's just important on any build that you come up here to Edo and you get the... Not Spellblade's Awakening, don't get that. Fitness. I mean, if you're going to get that, you know, make sure you want to spend a breakthrough point on it. Don't not get it, just make sure that you want it for your particular build. But for this build, we're not going to go with that. We are going to get fitness, though. Increases your maximum health by 25, and the amount of sleep health that you restore while sleeping by 20%. We're going to go ahead and unlock that. And just for fun, we're also going to unlock Steady Arm because it just increases your impact resistance while you're blocking. Just a good thing to have, but it's not essential. I'd say fitness is just going to be really good, especially because we need to go get our mana now. That's going to be our next step, getting mana. Let's go ahead and look at our health really quick. So we've got 125 and we've got 100 stamina. We're going to want a lot of mana. I think that's something that is a priority on this build. And we're also going to be reducing our stamina costs with other parts of our build. So I'd say that we don't need all the stamina in the world, but it would be nice to have a good amount. So let's go ahead and grab this water skin, and we're going to go ahead and get mana now. Well, this is pretty entertaining. Alright, so this is where you want to enter in to get mana. This is probably the easiest entrance. There's a few entrances into the mountain, but yeah. The one I kept going to originally is a lot more difficult than this one. Cool. So I'm thinking we'll probably increase our mana more than that later on. But for now, we're just going to put it right there. This is the guy that teaches Boon of Cool. We want that.
To me.
Alright guys, we're finally here. So we are to our first trainer. This is one in Cierzo, and this is Adalbert the Hermit. He's going to teach us
Listen to me.
the Cabal Hermit skill line. I kind of see it as like the shamanistic tree line. Here's what we're going to look at in particular. Now, a lot of this looks like, okay, well, why would you go this tree? This is, I would say, the most optional of the three trees. I think an optimal choice apart from this one would be to go with the apprentice trainer in Monsoon, the one that can teach you how to use chakra magic. The reason why is because he gives you different sigils, and he also can teach you his breakthrough point is to increase it gives you mana regen, just basic mana regen, which is really nice. The reason why we're going with this tree line is because we're not a mage with a gun, we are a runic gunmage, and so this tree is going to give us some new options like summoning allies to help us, but really this right here, the Sigil of Wind, this is why we're getting this tree line. There's a couple other benefits as well. Now I want to point out to you the breakthrough. How do you say that? Shamanic resonance. I'm going to go with that. Yeah, no, that's what we're going to go with. The effects of boons on you are increased. For example, a boon that would increase your fire resistance by 20 would increase it by 30 instead. Now, the warm boon, which we will get eventually from Levant, is going to increase based off of this resonance. If you look at our obsidian pistol, it does 39 fire damage. Now, a lot of what we're doing here is elemental damage. And when we have boons active,
Excellent.
this breakthrough skill is going to make those boons stronger, making us do more elemental damage. We're not as concerned with defenses with this build. We're a bit of a glass cannon, but this build's mostly supposed to be running around and throwing out damage. That's kind of how this build plays. So we're going to go ahead and just unlock pretty much all of this. Hello, sir.
Listen to me.
We're going to need to sell more than that, I think. Okay, so Reveal Soul. That one's a good one. Call to Elements, sure. Mana Push, sure, why not? Weather Tolerance, increase your hot and cold weather defense by 8. It also increases your decay resistance by 5. It's mostly utility, but that decay resistance is pretty nice. This one is the breakthrough. Now, it's very important here, guys. Of course, you could use Infused Wind, but I think that defeats the point. That's increasing the attack speed and impact of your melee weapon. This, though, the Sigil of Wind, I'm going to show you in just a minute what this does. So I think it's important. If you go with this as your third tree and not a different one, I think it's important for a gun mage that you take the Sigil of Wind. Alright guys, here we are at our next location here in the Chersonis. We're going to come up here. If you were wondering where I'm at, I'm right around here. I think it's right here. This is a location called the Immaculate Cave. Inside of this cave, there is a very special person, or maybe I should say thing. inside this cave, you can find the Immaculate. He's normally an enemy, but this one is friendly. I can say, can you help me? He says, I don't possess much, but I can offer you a piece of my survival gear. You have 4 options here, and then you can also say, I'm fine, you probably need it more than I do. What we need is, I need power. What could I teach a human? I know. So then he teaches you how to get the possessed boon. Also, there's a nice little chest over here. Go ahead and grab our goodies from it, and we'll head out. The possessed boon is going to be very important for this build, but again, I'll explain that later. Alright, check this out, guys. I'm going to draw this magic circle. As they come over to us, we're going to shoot the first guy, instantly dead. Alright guys, here we arrive at our second trainer, and this is one of our 2 core trainers for the Runic Gunmage. This is Flace, the Sage trainer. He's in Berg. That's going to be in the region of the Inmerkar Forest.
How can I help?
So I want to train with you. First of all, it's obviously very essential. We have to learn all of these runes. Now, what's really nice is your breakthrough point with this guy will increase your maximum mana by 40. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Now, we have 2 more options up here. For the Runic Gunmage, one of these is a very important choice. So obviously, Arcane Syntax, you get more runic combos. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and learn that. Very nice. Now, out of these 2, it's very important, if you're going to play the Runic Gunmage specifically, to pick Internalized Lexicon. That way, you don't have to be switching between your Lexicon and your gun. You can just keep your gun out while still casting Rune Magic. Now, you are sacrificing a bit of power here. Runic Prefix, all runic spells are more powerful or have added effects. And not just that, but there's an item in the game that increases the power of your runic spells. It's a lexicon if you hold it. It's called the Lightmender's Lexicon. So you are sacrificing the power that you could possibly gain from the Lightmender's Lexicon and from Runic Prefix by playing the Runic Gunmage. But what it surrenders in pure rune power, it's making up for in other areas. So we're going to skip Runic Prefix. We're getting Internalized Lexicon. Removes the need to have an equipped Lexicon in your offhand to cast rune spells. Alright guys, here we have a giant. Reload. Hello my friend. Wow. That is no joke. This might not even be just any giant. This might be a special giant. What's he doing? Oh. Whoa, yeah, I don't think this is just any normal giant. What? Okay, this guy's ridiculous. Okay, I might have made a mistake. Maybe, no, I didn't. Seems like he, ow, oh, that really hurt. Seems like he might be resistant to shock damage. Oh man, oof. As you can see, the Rune Magic is a huge staple of the Rune Mage. Come on. Alright, got it. Boom, dude, you're dead. Alright guys, so here we are at our 3rd and final trainer. This one being another of the core 2 to this class, the Runic Gunmage. So we're going to go ahead and talk to him. This is Jaemon, the Mercenary trainer, and he's located in Levant in the Abrasar Desert.
What can I do for you?
So these 2 over here are not necessary, but you know, grab them. They're free. You know, I mean, as long as you have the money, they don't require any breakthrough points. For now, I'm just going to show you. We're going to get Shatter Bullet. This inflicts pain when you shoot someone with it. Then we have Frost Bullet, which you load the pistol with a bullet that makes a short distance blast, which slows enemies. It removes your cool boon, and it does require a cool boon. Now that cool boon is the same cool boon that we got from the person in the ley line. One of the trainers sells the boon there. Good thing to note is that Shatter Bullet requires iron scraps. Basically, you load those into your pistol. Now, the breakthrough point is going to increase our movement speed by 10%. This is beautiful. And then here we have Marathoner. Sprinting consumes 40% less stamina. That's also awesome. And now, last but not least, definitely not least, we have Blood Bullet. This requires the Possessed boon, which we got from the Immaculate, back all the way in the Mercenary. So, absorb the enemy's life into your pistol as a Blood Bullet, healing yourself. Shooting it requires the use of the fire/reload skill. So, this one is very important if you're going the Gunmage. You obviously don't want to get shield infusion. Nothing wrong with that, although I do think it's very random to have a shield skill on this. I mean, assuming that this stuff is good for heavy armor, I guess it kind of makes sense. But yeah, we're definitely going to go Blood Bullet. Okay, so now we've got everything unlocked. Let's go ahead and talk about our hotkeys. So here I have my hotkeys listed out, guys. Now, for my whole entire left trigger, which would be 4 hotkeys on PC, I'm actually playing on PC, I'm just using a controller. We have each of the 4 runes. This way I can easily cast magic from my Rune Magic. I think it's important to have it this way if you have Rune Magic as a focus in your build. So that's going to wrap up one side of our hotkeys. Now on the other side of our hotkeys, this is just one way to go about things, but I think this way makes sense. We have our pistol, and we have our cool bullet, we have our shatter bullet, and we have our blood bullet. Now I have all these listed here because if you have enough time to activate a boon from in here, such as possessed, then you don't need to have it hotkeyed. So for instance, we can summon we can conjure a ghost, but I'm not going to have that hotkeyed because I don't need to have that hotkeyed. I don't need to access that quickly. But say for instance we have our cool boon here and our hot boon. We can use those, at will, but we're going to need to come into our menu here. And I think it's a skill in and of itself that you can develop. You just kind of come into this screen and then you find what you're looking for and you click it. Keep in mind if you're going to select a skill from this menu, you can't press A on it. You have to press X and then A, which I don't know what that translates to in terms of keyboard, but you're not able to just automatically use it. Alright, and so here we have everything in our build. We have our Rune Magic without a lexicon, and we have our bullet skills. Now we are ready to go and fight something awesome and test out how this build works. I've already found the Wind Cabal altar or totem in this region, and so we're gonna go get ourselves in a big fight. Using Blood Bullet into fire becomes a bread and butter combo. These clips show how often, how powerful the use of Blood Bullet can be. In fact, you don't even need bullets for your gun anymore. In some of these clips I was still using bullets. But technically, you could just continue to use Blood Bullets only. Combined with the Obsidian Pistol's burning ability, the damage can be ridiculous. Something fun to note is that Obsidian Pistol's burning ability seems to proc not just on fire, but also on Blood Bullet itself. Combine this with the absurd amount of healing you get from using Blood Bullet, and you have an incredible staple combo. Honestly, I can recommend hotkeying the Possessed boon, perhaps over something like Scattershot. Alright guys, so here I am at the Cabal of Wind outpost here. I already have my buffs active. Let's see. Yep. And I went ahead and also activated the Possessed, the Cool, and the Warm boon. Warm will increase my fire damage on my gun. Cool will enable me to use the cold shot, and Possessed will enable me to use the Blood Bullet. So here we go. So we're going to try to sneak up in here, and we're going to try to activate the Wind Sigil right away before he notices us. I'll load the Cold Bullet. Shoot him with the Cold. Loading the Scatter Bullet. Hit him with that one. Drain his health. Shoot him with that bullet. Look at him. He's having a rough go right now. Here's that. His health is burning. His health is burning. I'm gonna try to dodge. Okay. Oh crap. Dodge that. There you have it, guys. This is the Runic Gunmage. I consider this the most superior gun mage possible. Watch this. I'm just gonna go ahead and heal right up. Now it's important that you take a lot of the skills that I explained. I think, for instance, having the wind sigil I think is very important. Having the breakthrough skill for shaman allows your obsidian pistol as well as a lot of your abilities to do more innate damage. Having the wind sigil empowers your gun to make it electric. You notice I got 3 electric shots right there, all with other abilities. One of them inflicted pain. One of them did the cool, which I think slows them down, I believe. Isn't that right? Yeah, which slows your enemies. And I also got the blood bullet off, which if I was hurt, it would have healed me, which is pretty awesome. And then from there, I was able to just use Rune Magic seamlessly. I didn't even have to touch my sword. And I think that if you're going for sort of a non-melee, like a pure gun mage build, the Runic Gunmage really answers that question for you. See, we got magic on the left trigger. We got guns on the right trigger. It's awesome. So I want to thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of the build. I don't think that, everything that I've built here is absolutely perfect in every way. I know that. Each build is going to be situational depending on what the person wants. I think this is a cool build that dishes out a lot of damage in really interesting ways. And I love the mix of magic with the power of the gun. Yeah, if you guys have build ideas, please feel free to share them in the comments. If you guys have any questions, feel free to also ask me in the comments. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel for more Outward content. We're also cranking out some awesome Kinshi content. If you guys haven't checked out the game, it's pretty amazing. But yeah, so we're going to wrap up this video for today. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. And this is T4. Have a blessed day, everyone. Peace out.